USS Gerald R. Ford carrier enters Caribbean, heightening U.S.-Venezuela tensions. The U.S. Navy's newest and most powerful carrier, the USS Gerald R. Ford, sailed into the Caribbean on Sunday, signaling the biggest American naval buildup in the region in generations. Washington presents the move as part of a broader counter-drug campaign, yet many observers see it as a calculated show of force aimed at Venezuelan President Nicolás Maduro. The administration alleges that Maduro's government collaborates with drug traffickers, a claim the Venezuelan leader denies. Over the last 2 months, U.S. forces have claimed at least 20 strikes on boats they say were ferrying cocaine and other narcotics from South America, killing more than 80 people. Admiral Alvin Halsey of Southern Command hailed the carrier's arrival as a demonstration of unwavering commitment to combat transnational threats that could destabilize the Western Hemisphere. He added that the carrier's strike group's deployment is a critical step in reinforcing our resolve to protect the security of the Western Hemisphere and the safety of the American homeland. The Ford Strike Group, which includes fighter squadrons and guided missile destroyers, navigated the Ngata Passage near the British Virgin Islands. Defense Secretary Pete Hegseth has labeled the operation Operation Southern Spear. Rear Admiral Paul Lanzillotta, commander of the strike group, said the fleet will bolster an already sizable U.S. presence to protect our nation's security and prosperity against narco-terrorism in the Western Hemisphere. While officials stress that the buildup targets drug trafficking, they have not released concrete evidence linking the recent boat strikes to organized cartels. President Donald Trump recently told reporters aboard Air Force One that he has sort of made up my mind about potential military action in Venezuela, but declined to specify any plans. Vice President J.D. Vance, Secretary of State Marco Rubio, and senior military leaders have met repeatedly to discuss possible strikes on Venezuelan soil. In response, Venezuela announced a massive military exercise involving roughly 200,000 troops, and analysts argue the U.S. pressure is designed to force Maduro from power. The stance has drawn criticism from regional leaders, the UN human rights chief, and some U.S. lawmakers who demand greater transparency about the legal basis for the strikes. The Senate recently rejected a resolution that would have required congressional approval for any attack on Venezuela, with only 2 Republicans supporting the measure. The 100,000-ton Ford sends a stark message. It is the anchor of what it means to have U.S. military power once again in Latin America, said Elizabeth Dickinson of the International Crisis